And welcome to the Fake Love and Flying Monkeys mini podcast. My name is Nova Gibson and I am your host. As an expert on coercive control and narcissistic abuse in domestic violence relationships, my goal, my desire in these podcasts is to support victims and survivors and their families. So please hit that follow button, subscribe to this channel so you never miss another episode of Fake Love and Flying Monkeys. Okay, today I am going to answer the question that I get asked so many times by my beautiful clients in my counseling sessions, which is, should I tell them that they're a narcissist? Now, there are so many reasons that you should not tell the narcissist they're a narcissist. And here are just a few of them. Okay. When you find out that the person you've been in a relationship with is a narcissist, you understandably want to stand on top of a mountain and scream it to everyone. You've got a label for what you went through. You're not crazy. You want to tell the world that you know about this, and the person that you really want to let know that you know is the person who abused you. Now, the reason I advise always to every one of my clients and, of course, every one of my followers not to tell the narcissist that they're a narcissist is because when you do that, you hand them weapons. You're telling the narcissist that you're onto them and that this is what you've been reading about them and that you've got their number and that they're the one with all the problems. And here they are, all this time they've been telling you that you're the one with the problem. And that is a normal human reaction. You want to tell this person that you now know who and what they are. But the problem is you're handing over your cards to them. You're giving your hand away. You're telling them what to go away and research. And of course, we all know that every narcissist projects. They project themselves onto you. Whatever they're accusing you of, you may as well take that as a confession because they're giving you a little insight into who and what they are. So when you tell them that you know now that they're a narcissist, number one, they're going to go away and research it, and they're going to use all of that research that you've done as a weapon against you. And number two, they're simply going to project that straight back onto you. They will flip the script. It won't be them that was guilty of all the behaviors that you're going to be accusing them of, and justly so. It's going to be you. Every single scenario that you can come up with, they are going to flip it around so that the actual crazy person or the actual abuser in that scenario is you. The last thing a narcissist is going to do when you present them with that information and hand over all of your research going, here, this is why we're having all of the issues in this relationship. Look, if you can just recognize that you have problems in this area and this area and this area, and the problem was not actually with me, it's with you, but you know what, I'm going to stand by you and we'll get some help together. Even if you were to say that, the narcissist is not going to be grateful. They're not going to sit there and go, oh my goodness, oh, I can't believe it. This is why we are having all of the issues in our relationship. The problem was actually me. Oh my goodness, I need to fix this. Where can I get help? I need to get help now because I could not stand being the person that is hurting other people. They are never going to do that. They're never going to be grateful for the information that you give them. The only thing that will happen is they will get angry, and their anger is no match for you when you're coming up against a person whose life force depends on maintaining that reputation they have. And when you're accusing them of being a narcissist, you're attacking them, you're criticizing them, and they are going to get angry, and your anger is no match for theirs, and they will stoop to despicable levels to punish you for wounding their ego. Now, I know that feeling you have when you have your own light bulb moment and you see that word, or someone presents you with that word, narcissist, and you start reading and researching, and it all starts to make sense. Your loved one, whether it's a parent or an intimate partner, someone you work with, they're ticking all of those boxes, and it can be absolutely exhilarating when you have that light bulb moment, because what is happening is you are having your trauma validated. It's no longer some jumble of thoughts in your mind where you're just feeling like you're going crazy and you're confused all the time. You now know that this person ticks all those boxes and matches at least 5 of the 9 criteria that are listed in the DSM, and it feels good to have a label for it. It feels good, and a lot of the time it also feels bad. It can present you with a mixed bag of emotions, because what it also means is that this person you love or loved is not the person that you thought they were, and that basically the relationship you have with this person was based on a lie. Because of that mixed bag of emotions that you have, the exhilaration in having a label for it, you're not going crazy, but also the devastation in knowing that this person is not going to change, but you want to hope that they can change, because it's a terrible thing to think that this entire relationship was based on a lie. So once again, getting back to, if you were to say to them, look, it's okay. You know, we've got this label, but, you know, I'm going to help you work through this, and I'm going to be there through thick and thin, is still not going to make the narcissist grateful that you've enlightened them with your diagnosis, because what it means is you're criticizing them, and that's like throwing acid in the face of a narcissist. So when you feel that you want to tell them that they're a narcissist because of the initial feeling that you get when you find the label that fits, please don't, because it always backfires. For those of you who have read my book, Fake Love, Understanding and Healing from Narcissistic Abuse by HarperCollins, you will remember Sophie. She had that mixed bag of emotions, and she took her abuser, Justin, to counseling when she had the label that fitted, and Justin waited very, very patiently until the counseling session, and everything that he knew Sophie was going to bring up about him in her research, he flipped around to make her the perpetrator of the abuse, and himself the victim. So he listened very carefully to when Sophie was calling him a narcissist. And because she gave him the heads up, when they went to counseling, the counselor aligned with him because Justin had all the weapons. He had a heads up from Sophie, and he was able to get the counselor on his side. And Sophie became frantic, erratic, even frustrated, because she was being made out to be the villain, which kind of supported Justin's case that she was, in fact, the abuser. So the moral in this particular mini podcast is never tell the narcissist they're a narcissist, because when you do, you are just arming them up with weapons to use against you. They are never going to go, oh my goodness, thank you so much for letting me know. The first thing I want to do is go and get help for my disorder. They're never going to do that. And you are arming them up with weapons that can do you a lot of damage. So I know it's the first thing sometimes that you want to do when you've got that label and you think you'll have one up on them and it feels really empowering, but don't. If you've already done it, don't beat yourself up, but just don't do it again. You hold on to that information, and now you have the power in this relationship. You hold all the cards because you know who and what they are, and you can predict their next move and use your knowledge to fight them if you've got family court perhaps coming up, but also to protect yourself and arm yourself up with weapons so they can never hurt you again. Okay, guys, that brings us to the end of our first mini podcast of Fake Love and Flying Monkeys. Please follow me and subscribe to this channel so you never miss another episode. We will be dropping at least 2 episodes a week from now on, and I don't want you to miss them. If you'd like to help in any way to keep this channel going, the best thing you can do is to tag people, to share, and to put your thoughts in the reviews. That's what can help us out the most to keep this channel going. Okay, don't forget also to follow me on all my other social media platforms. And of course, don't forget to buy your copy now of my best-selling book, Fake Love, Understanding and Healing from Narcissistic Abuse. Okay, on that note, it's bye from me for now. Until the next episode, take care, and remember, you are worthy of love, and you are certainly worthy of a whole lot more than a lifetime of fake love and flying monkeys.